Hi guys, welcome to the channel. Today, disaster has struck. I'm in the Rolls Royce. I was planning on making a video and it has all gone wrong. Now, today's plan was going to be drive up to London, do a bit of filming with the Christmas lights and everything with the Rolls, maybe do a bit of car spotting, bring you a bit of content all around the Rolls Royce in London. However, I was driving along this bypass and look, it's busy and wet and disgusting out there. Luckily, I'm in a lay-by, so I'm relatively safe. And it suddenly went into limp mode. I lost pretty much all power. I was doing about 55, 60 miles an hour, and suddenly the power was depleted. It went from being responsive to not responsive at all. In fact, it was putting in less and less power to the engine, to the wheels, so I was going slower and slower and slower. Fortunately, about half a mile up the road was this lay-by that I'm parked in. So I managed to effectively roll it in there with a bit of power from the wheels, 15, 20 miles an hour. It is in proper limp mode. And if I turn this on, I'll see what comes up on the dash, because it did have a big warning. But you can see, I did have a big yellow warning here, which I haven't got yet, but it's registered a fault. And it's that fault that is causing me a problem. I've got onto the RAC, the recovery company app here in the UK, and I have requested a recovery. I've said I'm at the side of a dual carriageway, which I am, and I need to see how long that's going to be. So I requested that probably about 5 or 6 minutes ago. So just before 25 past 3. So I'm intrigued also to see what the service is from the RAC. Just a quick update. I am on the RAC app. The app's updated. It's registered my breakdown. It's 3:24 p.m. It was updated, which is roughly, I think, when it registered onto the app. And it says between 4 p.m. and 5 p.m. I will be recovered. Let me see if I can show you that. There we are. Hello, Chris speaking.
Hi Chris, it's Andy from the RAC.
Oh, hi Andy, how you doing?
I'm fine. How are you? I was just ringing regarding this Rolls Royce.
Yes, thank you.
I've got you that you're down on the Polegate bypass?
Yeah, I am. Yeah, it's on the side of a dual carriageway. I've managed to limp it into a little lay-by.
Okay, and what's it doing? Is it just like conking out, this thing?
It went into limp mode, so I lost power.
Yeah.
And it did have some power, but it reduced power at about 55, 60 miles an hour, and I was gradually losing more and more power, more and more speed. You could hear that the engine was doing something, but it wasn't doing enough to maintain 50 or 60 miles an hour.
Yeah, it's just defaulted. Okay. Did you have any warning lights come up on the dash at all?
Yeah, only it said engine fault and an amber engine management light.
That's fine. All being well, we should be able to plug something into that, and then we can sort of maybe try and interpret that fault.
Roughly how long do you think you'll be?
I'm literally in Eastbourne, so I'm probably going to be 15, 20 minutes.
Oh, superb. That's really good. Thank you very much. I'll see you in a minute.
I'll see you shortly. No worries.
Thanks for the call. Cheers. Bye-bye.
No problem. Bye.
Well, he was very nice, wasn't he? So 15, 20 minutes. So that would have been 25 minutes if he arrives then, or 25, 35 minutes, something like that, by the time he actually gets here from the moment I logged the call, which actually I think is pretty good. And I know I'm a priority because I'm on the edge of a high-speed road. I'm not actually in a live lane. Just thought I'd give you an update. It's now coming up 10 past 4, so about 20 minutes since the RAC chap, I think his name was Paul, gave me a call to say he was on his way. Now, it is getting towards rush hour, so I'm not surprised if he's running a bit late, and the weather isn't great either, so hopefully he'll be with us shortly. But I did wonder about restarting the car just to see what happens just quickly before he arrives. I'm going to put the key in. We've been sat here for, as I said, another 20 minutes, and let me see if I can just show you quickly. The engine warning light is still on. It's not focusing very well on that, but it is still there.
Is it generally on the whole pretty reliable?
Yeah, it is. It's Paul, isn't it?
Andy.
Sorry, why do I think there's Paul?
It's one of your apostles.
Yeah, yeah, true.
Right,
So I'm here with Andy from the RAC, just arrived, jumped straight in the driver's seat, already got it plugged in.
right, let's see what we've got. So we're just going to find the car on the system. Well, let's see what it comes up with. So what we've done, we plugged it into the diagnostic socket under there. It communicates with this by Bluetooth. Potentially, if it's running lumpy, it means with the variable camshaft, typically back in the day, if you had like a performance car or you had a car and you wanted to outrate it, you didn't have all this variable stuff. It was you would fit like a whoopie-doo camshaft to it. The problem with that is that you had no tractability at low speed, but it'd go like the clappers. Yeah. Obviously, when you were opening up the taps down the road. Nowadays, you get the best of both worlds. So effectively, the camshaft, basically the cog remains sort of fixed in correlation, but the camshaft itself, the actual mechanics of it, it actually moves, it advances and it retards to give you low speed tractability, but it alters the, if you like, the profile, the dynamic of the engine, the higher up the rev range that you go. So you, as I say, you get the best of both worlds there, and what it's potentially indicating is that we might have maybe the Vanos is sticking, which is because you said it ran rough to me on the phone. That would indicate that it might be out of time. It could be that the timing has jumped. So I might be able to pull a picture up in a minute on Haynes Pro in a minute. Let's go in and see if we can scan it as a Rolls Royce and see what it comes up with. Because a lot of the fault codes on there were manufacturer specific, and it's sort of secret squirrel in as much as that we're not privy to it. It's a dealer thing. But let's have a little look, see if it comes. But DTC stands for data trouble codes. It's a fault code basically. The thing is with these fault codes as well is that they don't come in any particular order. So some of these might be what we refer to as historical. Some of them might be current. Yeah. Have news. Cool. Right, we're not going to resolve it, unfortunately.
We're not?
No, I think it's going to be electrical. 1218 and the 1219 is injector 6 and injector 7. Now, I'll be surprised if two injectors went down at the same time. For an actual physical injector, I would say that that's probably more electrical.
Yeah, fair enough.
In terms of wiring, because looking at the wiring loom that's there, that's going on the front of the engine there, normally it'd have a bit of a sheath around it, and I can see that a lot of the wires are there, but also there'd be like some kind of sheathing which would be around it, and it hasn't. It could well be that something's rubbed through.
Fair enough.
The camshaft position one could well be that it's come out and I've worked out what bank B is the passenger side.
Okay.
You told me that as well. I don't have the firing order, so normally it will go up one side and then up the other, but sometimes they do
opposites.
Yeah, they do crisscross a little bit. So without seeing the firing order, I wouldn't be 100%. But it could well be because the engine's running not properly. It's having a knock-on effect with that because the engine doesn't know what it needs to do with this camshaft because the engine's not running correctly. So potentially that's consequential, and those are cause.
Yeah, fair enough.
What we can do is that obviously the vehicle is too big for me to recover with my van, so obviously I'll need to get a resource out to recover it, which isn't a problem. It's all you're all covered on the policy and bits and pieces like that. It's just a case of where you would want it taken to. It's your choice where it goes.
It can just go to Kiss Auto Centres in Brighton.
Okay.
I know the chap there. That's easier.
Have they worked on it before? Have they?
Yeah. Yeah. He's had a look at it before, but he's looked after other Rolls Royces. So.
Oh, hi there. I phoned a little while ago and said I had a problem with my Rolls Royce and was broken down. Could it be recovered for yourself? Hiya. I just RAC are with me now. They're going to get a recovery truck to recover it to yourselves, but by the time they do that, you're going to be closed. Is there? Are you able to accept a car when you're closed?
Yeah, so your best bet is putting it outside unit A5, just don't block in any other cars.
Yeah.
And then just post the keys through the letterbox and we'll pick it up for you.
Oh, okay, that's cool. That's brilliant.
Right,
Excellent. Yeah, much appreciated.
Right.
Thanks very much for your help. Cheers. Bye-bye. It is now 5:30. I've just had a call back from the RAC to say the low loader for the car to be towed is about an hour to an hour and 15 minutes away. Dave from Westbourne Motors has just arrived with his recovery truck. We went down the road to the pub to grab a quick bite to eat and he'd already turned up when we came back, so we've kept him waiting. But the Rolls Royce, looking a bit sad, is going on the recovery truck down to Paul at Kiss Automotive Centres to see what's wrong with it. She looks a bit sad going up there, doesn't she? As they say, a Rolls Royce never breaks down, it just fails to proceed. Wow. 2.7 tons, I think, of British steel. Probably German steel, but we won't worry about that. So the idea of today was to go to London, look at the Christmas lights, take the Rolls Royce around some of the sites around London, and make a really good video for you guys. Obviously that has totally changed. It's pitch black, it's 7:10 and it's raining and the car's on the back of a recovery truck. But we will endeavour to get to the bottom of it and bring you more Rolls Royce content as soon as we can. So please hit that bell notification button so you can see when the next video comes out. Remember to subscribe to the channel, and please tell your friends about the channel as well if you're enjoying it, and don't forget to comment below. I do reply to all the comments. I've been a little bit lax lately, but I'll be sure to reply to yours. On that note, until next time, I'll see you soon.